What you're supposed to do is resist, right? If somebody is going to tell you that it's time for you to end it all because they've got a gun to your head and they're going to pull the trigger and your time is over, are you going to sit there and cry and whimper and say, what am I going to do? I mean, there's only two things to do. Either you just roll over and, put your head and say, hey, let me just go towards the sink so that, as you blow my brains out, I don't make a mess on your carpet here. So I'll just go over here and make it easier for you. You can either do that and be compliant, because by wearing a mask and maintaining social distancing and allowing you to be chipped like a cow or a sheep, and with the vaccinations and all the stuff that's been coming down the pipeline, that's the same thing. It's complying. You're saying, okay, it's okay. It's all right for you to do whatever you want to do to my body. I have no sovereignty in here. Let me just take my head closer to the drain so I don't make a mess on your carpet when you blow my freaking brains out. That's one option. And when you go along with this stuff, that's literally what you're doing. Versus the other one, you're going to struggle. What do you mean, what do I do? This is what you do. You resist. You fight, you struggle, but then they'll pull the trigger and kill me. Well, okay, fine. Then at least you tried to fight and resist, and you tried to defend yourself, and you tried to establish freedom. You didn't just go along with the rest of the lemmings as they went off the cliff, right? There's only two things. You either comply, because if you comply, you're consenting, all right? There's no difference. When you comply, you consent, and you're allowing them to take away your liberty, your rights. Or you do something about it. You resist, whatever fashion it is. Whether it's speaking out, whether it's refusing to wear a mask, whether it's refusing to social distance, whether it's, writing to your senators or the people that try to socially shame you, you shame them back. Whatever you do, you resist. You don't comply. You don't go along with the herd, because by going along with the herd, you're actually contributing to the problem. Remember that old saying, if you're not part of the solution, by definition, you're part of the problem. So here's the thing, whatever you're doing, you got to ask yourself, am I part of the solution? Am I what I'm doing right now, is it part of the solution? And if it's not, then know that you're part of the problem. So if you're putting on a mask or going to the grocery store just so you can get food, if you think that that's part of the solution and you know it's not, then the only thing left is that you're part of the problem. Right? But well, how do I get food then if they won't let me in? How else am I supposed to get food? Have somebody else do it. Place an order. Have them come and pay it. Do it online. Grow your own food. Okay, pay some kid to go in there, do it. Whatever. You don't do it. But too many people will say for convenience they'll go ahead and do it. And that's what it comes down to. You can't compromise yourself and allow yourself to fall victim to this mentality where you now do what you're told and follow the party line and toe it without any questions, and then think that you're making a difference. And this victim mentality that people have, what can I do? I think that's the first thing you need to do, is you need to change your mindset. If you're asking the question, what do I do? Or even worse, I'm here in India or Yugoslavia or Indonesia or South Africa or in Mexico or in whatever state. Please help us. Tell us what we're supposed to do. Guys, it's the same answer. There's no magic bullet to it. You think that I have a whole, bookshelf over here of ideas of what we can do, and I'm just not sharing it with you? And then I've got the idiots that just get so upset, and they're like, stop talking about it and do something about it. What do you think I'm doing every day? What do you think I'm doing? I'm doing 2 to 3 interviews every single day. I'm allowing these idiots from the media, from mainstream media, to come in and fact check me and say whatever lies that they want to say, and there's no recourse. But then I think about, hey, there's a lot of good people out there that have a lot bigger limelight than me, and they're being attacked by the same mainstream media garbage, right? So if you are getting angry because you don't know what to do, then maybe it's time for you to change your mindset. If you're feeling helpless because you don't know what to do, maybe it's time that you change your mindset. If you feel that you're a victim, okay, poor me, what am I supposed to do? You're helpless. It's time for you to change your mindset. By first living a result, you can experience it, and once you've experienced it, then you can give a result. This comes back to our slogan for the International Association for a Disease-Free World, which is making the change the world's waiting for, one person at a time, beginning with you. So I don't know why I'm feeling so reluctant that maybe I shouldn't talk about this formula, because sometimes when people don't, when something is shared with people and the perception of value is that it's free because it wasn't shared, sometimes people don't recognize the true value. I mean, some of the greatest gifts that we have are free. We realize that with for example, with the AHEAD map, which is the Advanced Health Evaluation and Assessment for Detoxification Medical Assessment Program, which some of you may have heard me talk about. It's completely 100% free, even though the value on taking this test every time you take it is $300, according to, that's not my valuation, that's the third-party insurance company actuarial analyst who analyzed the data and saw the value that it was providing a clinician and how we were utilizing it, and he put a value of that test at $300. And that's every time you take the AHEAD map. That's what the value is. And it doesn't cost anybody anything. It's completely free. We put it out to the world. You need an invitation code. You have to be invited to use it, but otherwise it's totally free. And for those of you that may want to use this and don't know much about it, or would like more information about it, first of all, guys, it's free. It doesn't cost anything. So there's not much. Just create your free dashboard and get access to it. But you can go to askdrbuttar.com/ask, the website right underneath me right now that appears, and just go do it. Okay, it'll all the stuff, everything with the invitation code will be, it's all built in, so you'll be able to get direction that you need. But that test is something that people don't recognize the value of it because it's free. So they think, oh, well, it's free, so it must not be worth anything. Yeah, it's a really, really, really bad assumption to make. All right. And sometimes we spend a lot of money and stuff, and it's total garbage, total unadulterated garbage. When you're sitting here, it's all about changing your mindset, right? We're talking about changing your mindset. It all starts with one simple thing, and that is choosing to make the change. It's a choice. Just like being angry is a choice, being miserable is a choice, being happy is a choice. It's all about a choice. So make a choice. Make it a good one, because it's your choice. It's you. You can choose to do whatever you want. And I realized that here are two communities on the opposite side of the hemisphere, on two different parts of the planet, different ethnicities and religions and belief systems, but they were very, 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 very poor. And they were very, 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 very happy people. And I realized at that point that it has nothing to do with money or even food or even shelter. It all has to do with a choice. You can choose to be happy, or you can choose to be miserable. You can choose to see this current situation as this devastating, apocalyptic type scenario that's coming down. Or you can choose to see this as an abscess that's come to a head, and the fever that the planet has and the pain that the planet has is now at the point that the planet could potentially die. But as with any abscess, you cut it and you open it up and you drain it, and then the fever disappears and the pain dissipates, and now healing can actually occur. And that this is what we are at as far as a juncture in time, that this is the most significant time to be alive on this planet, and that we have an opportunity right now to change the course of this third planet from the sun in our solar system, to change the trajectory of this planet, to change the future of mankind. And how exciting it is for us to have been selected to be the ones here to help usher in this new phase, to actually bear the burden of toiling through and fighting for this change that our children and our grandchildren and their children will benefit from.